'Twas the day before Christmas, and not a creature was stirring, except me, who for some reason has decided to go on a record-breaking pub crawl today and try and do at least 40 pubs around Nottingham. I can't wait. Enjoy the video, guys. And so it begins. Right, little Craig, who you might have seen in some of the videos, is meeting me at pub 2 or 3. So let's get out. Let's have a good day. First pub is the Navigation, and I've already run into one of Nottingham's biggest legends, Brentos.
How we doing, mate?
We're doing all right, mates. We're doing all right. We're just about to kick this thing off. So 40 pubs. Brent, you know me. Can I do this?
Yeah, easily.
Easily? Yes, easily, he says. We'll do it. We'll do it. There is number 1. Winner's Enclosure. Paddock Porter. Drink number 1 of who knows how many. Cheers.
Long day.
Let's just show you around. It's been a long while since we've done this one. I haven't actually got any video footage of the ones. Yeah, I tend to dive straight in like that. So yeah, 6.5% to start with. But this is a great pub, and sometimes it can be forgotten about because of the position of where it is in town, but it really shouldn't be, because it is an excellent boozer that does some fantastic beers and stuff. Anyway, so 11 AM, first pub of the day is in the bag. Yeah, probably shouldn't have started with a 6.5%, the strongest thing on the bar, but you know, why not, eh? Why not? In for a penny, in for a pound, as they say. So, stop number 1, it is the Navigation. I do absolutely love this pub, and it often does get left out when I do things, so I'm glad to be here today, right by the canal. See, I'm already using my head, I'm already being sensible with this. So, 15 minutes early, I got to the Navigation. So, the trip, which is just around the corner from Navigation, would have been stop 9. However, they open at 11. So while I'm 15 minutes ahead, it makes sense to nip here, make this stop 2, then we can get a cured and vat and fiddle. See? Saving time already. I don't know. But yes, so stop 2 then will be the wonderful, many times visited, many videos I've got on this for you already. The old trip to Jerusalem. And what a boozer it is. So again, because we're here early, should be a good opportunity to be able to wander around and get a little bit of the internals and stuff into this video for you as well. Stop 2 then, the trip. Right, I said, while there is no one here for once, which does not happen often, let me tell you, let me just walk you around for this video as well, because it is such an amazing pub to walk around. And it is just lovely to be able to actually sort of show you it almost quiet. That fire going already. Absolutely beautiful. But it's such a historic piece of Nottingham history and drinking culture that I couldn't possibly ever do a Nottingham pub crawl and not come and do the trip. So it is just one of those that should be in every Nottingham video. It should be on everyone's list to visit when you come to Nottingham. Whether or not you believe it's the oldest one, that's up to you. Some people said, I don't know. I've looked extensively into it as to which the oldest one is, and I can't work it out. But whatever you want to believe, it is still one of the most iconic pub structures built into the side of Nottingham caves to come and see. I said, I've had spooky experiences up there myself before. The big story of the cursed galleon, the haunted one, that the last 3 people to have cleaned that or attempted to clean it died within a week of doing so, mysteriously. Always a tale to tell in this grand old place. And just the temperature change as you walk through that bit up here is always spooky. But yeah, I've sat right there and I could have sworn we saw someone walk along this, collect glasses, asked the member of staff, said, oh, the girl who's collecting this, there is no other member of staff. So spooky, spooky, but what a boozer this truly is. Please do, if you've never been, please do come and visit this. You really will not be disappointed in it. in the slightest. Drink number 2, Nottingham Brewery's EPA Extra Pale Ale, by the way, and yeah, just so you can see, in the bag. On the walk to what would have been cured at stop 2, which would now have been stop 3, and Fellows Morton and Clayton is actually already open as well. So while I'm walking past, saving time, let's do Fellows Morton and Clayton at stop number 3. Only recently reopened this beauty, so I've not been in since the new people have taken over. Looking forward to seeing it. But stop 3 on this mammoth tour, Fellows Morton and Clayton. It's really nice here. It always was a really nice pub. Anyway, they haven't reinvented the wheel, the bar and stuff, all in the same. It still looks very similar in style and layout to what it was before. Come in and you walk into a cosy, rustic feeling bar area in here. Beer choices are pretty decent, to be fair. Good stuff. Easy living. It's one of Tiny Rebel's best, that easy living. I do have a lot of time for that, but you know me, I will always go for something completely different. I've never tried plum pudding from J.W. Lee's. So that is my 3rd beer of the day. But you said they haven't reinvented anything with this. It still looks very similar than it did before it closed, but I'm really pleased to see that it is reopen again. Because it's one of those that it deserves to be a pub, and it adds a little extra to this end of the town. Drink 3 is the J.W. Lee's Plum Pudding, and it's really good. 3 down. Right, 3 down, many more to go. So what would have been stop 2 was Cured, so on the way up to Vat and Fiddle, Cured is up next. So Cured, again, up on the canal, so another bridge along from where I was at the nav earlier. Cured, sat just here, cafe bar. Beautiful cafe bar this is, so it's stop 4 of the day. I like this place. It's something a little bit different, isn't it? So it's a very aesthetically pleasing, very nice looking gas. Do your coffees, it's a cafe bar, but some decent enough options on. So I am having half a Murphy's for my 4th drink of the day. Pleased to be back in Cured. It's one that I've got a lot of time for, always a fan of. I'm looking forward to doing the rest of my day. 4 down. So next up, it is coming up for 11:45. So we're technically 15 minutes late for Vat and Fiddle, but it was actually supposed to be pub number 2. So technically, I'm well ahead of schedule. So 4 in the bag, Vat and Fiddle, Castle Rock pub where Castle Rock Brewery is. Again, there's no video footage of this on my YouTube yet, so I will take you and show you around. So Craig's with us. Craig, feeling quietly confident about today?
I think.
How far do you think you're going to get?
Attempt all of it.
Going to attempt all of it, good lad. Brentos is still here. He's here with us still about pub 10 or so, we say?
Yeah, 10.
Maybe 10. So Vat and Fiddle will be stop 5. So Vat and Fiddle again, so just down from, that's Nottingham train station, you can see just up there where we'll be in a minute for Brew Tavern, which opens at 12 on the side. So in fact, Brew Tavern's door looks to me like it's open already, which is great. So Vat and Fiddle, stop number 5. And yeah, where the Castle Rock Brewery and all the Castle Rock magic happens. I love Castle Rock. Obviously being Nottingham based obviously helps with me see their beers an awful lot of the time, but Castle Rock are one of the best breweries in the country, they really are. And it's always a pleasure to be inside one of their pubs. So the Vat and Fiddle, stop number 5. So my next drink of the day from Little Brewing, Derby based. Nottingham Brewery, Derby based, I don't mind. Right, this is Little Brewing's Company, Raspberry and Chocolate, 4.5% porter. Yeah, that's pretty good. But let's show you a little around, a little tour of Vat and Fiddle. It is full of rustic charm, Vat and Fiddle. It's one of those that I've always had a lot of time for. See, I could, if I was not out on the day I am, going for the Back from the Dead again, 12.5% Impy Stout from Bang the Elephant. But I was even offered, and I've been sensible, and said absolutely not, no chance whatsoever. So let's take you out the back room of Vat and Fiddle first. Pretty cool place Vat and Fiddle is, to be honest. But yeah, I've been very sensible and avoided that Bang the Elephant killer. But a real lineup of beauties. Again, Black Iris on the bar, I absolutely love. I have a lot of time for Black Iris. The only thing I haven't got any time for, ironically, is the Vault City Iron Brew. Purely because the Iron Brew, not the brewery. I love Vault City, as you know. But Iron Brew is the devil. It's an absolutely horrendous flavour. I don't understand why anybody likes it. So, Titanic Stout and stuff up there as well. Great pub, this. Plenty of cans and things like you would expect. 2 fines. Rustic charm. Great vibe, great attitude, great atmosphere. That's Vat and Phil in the bag. The plan, get to Brew Tavern for 12 o'clock. We're at Brew Tavern for 12 o'clock. No time to waste, so 12 o'clock, bang on the dot. The door is just opened, so stop 6, would have been stop 4, 22 minutes ahead of schedule at the moment. I said, you know, we've been around Brew Tavern enough times for me to have shown you exactly what it looks like, but we will, thank you sir, we will come in anyway, because they always have one of the best beer lineups going for such a small place. You can't not love everything about this place. I certainly do. So to be in here, dead on 12, said no time to waste. Get on with it. Loving it. There's also some Christmas ones on in there as well. A Christmas ale, but it's 9.5%, so make sure I avoid that. Brew Tavern is stop 6. My boys from Liquid Light. Absolutely love Liquid Light. They're such top lads. So Wizard of Finance is my next bevy of the day. Back past Cured, pub number 7 of the day. It's another little. It's Castle. This is Castle Rock micro pub. Great little boozer. This called the Barley Twist. So yeah, it's a Greg's. So I couldn't nip in there, but no, I'm going to nip into. If I'm going to have to nip into Greg's, because the chip shop I was going to get a tactical fish cake in. It's closed, so it'll be a quick sausage roll in Greg's in a minute. And the Barley Twist then, stop number 7. Look at me already by pub 7 being rather sensible, because I could have gone for the wonderful Kong Island from Neon Raptor, which is 12% Impy Stout. Or we could have gone for this Sirens Death by CCC, 12.2%. But no, I've been dead sensible. I've even been more sensible than Craig, who's gone for the Black Iris Drink Beer Hail Santa, which is a 6.66%. You get it right. But I've been sensible. Look, I've gone in with the dance, people, money, space, time that I have had before, but it's a session pad at 3.4. I'm already thinking ahead to make sure that there is longevity to this day and we can get into as many as humanly possible. So, Barley Twist, wicked little micro pub, great beer selection, great little gaff. I meticulously planned a quick food stop at Carrington's to grab a fish cake and to walk with, and they're not open. Should have been open from 11. So, Greg's it is. It's something to walk with. Got to keep this going. Sensible. Chicken bake from Greg's. This will see me right. Although the next pub we're going to stop in, not even on the list. Like literally it's not on the list. But there's absolutely no point, is it? We're about 10 minutes ahead of schedule. There's absolutely no point in walking past it. So, industry bar. Nip in for a quick shot. Why not, eh? So, literally just down, two doors down from Barley Twist. Industry bar. I've had some new signage since the last time I was here. So, a nip in for a very, very quick shot, which I will film to prove to you that we have done it. And industry will be up next. And this is what, stop 8 or 9? 8. It'll be officially be 8. So yeah, stop 8. Industry bar. So I don't mind it here, but it wasn't necessarily going to be on the list of ones to get around today. Beer wise, it's not really my cup of tea, so we're going to the quick shot. But it's a decent looking gaff, dead close to the train station. It's a well worthwhile stop off. To be fair, they've actually got some decent bits on in here, which actually I don't remember them having the Camden selection last time I came in, not long after they just opened, but they have now. So the tequila rosé shots, are they, boys? Tequila rosé. Here we go. Yeah. Right. Chicken bake, tequila rosé. I've just had a reset. Just literally a tequila rosé. It's like a palate cleanser, isn't it? So absolutely back on the ball. So stop 9 then. One of my favourite pubs in Nottingham is, of course, Canal-side. And another Castle Rock rosé, if it is still Castle Rock, because I know Castle Rock were selling it, or certainly put it up for sale. It's the one with, yeah, it's in my videos, it's the one with the big barge inside. I'll take you on a wander through. Let's wind the intro. So yeah, the pub with a canal boat parked literally in the middle of it. Such a great pub. If you like craft beer or cask ale, Canal-side is one of those that you should always visit anyway. Because it is just a belter. It's a belter in every single sense of the word it is. Honestly, one of my favourite pubs in the whole of Nottingham. I'll have a half of this Pomona Island Mondays, please. Certainly never had that one, but great beer lineup as always. in here. Great par, great beer line up. And yeah, so my next one will be half of this from Pomona Islands called Mondays, even though it's technically a Tuesday. But yeah, what a belter. As always, the lineup, superb. Right, with trip already done, walking up the hill. It was a longer hill without stopping for a beer than I expected, or wanted it to be. But Castle, whatever you want to call it, wasn't on my original list either. But rear, and we're only that far from what would have been the next stop, Crafty Crow, or just apparently called the Crow these days, isn't it? It says Crafty Crow outside. So I might as well nip for a quick shot in the castle, aren't we? And this will be 10. So for those of you that don't know it, it's called the castle because it's literally outside the castle. So stop 10, another quick shot in this one before heading over there. Castle, stop 10. Right, we have new attendees. Introduce yourselves. Elliot. Tyler. How long are you joining us for? Whole day?
Till about half 2.
Till about half 2. That's not long at all. Half 2. I mean, Brent will still be here by then, Right, so this is the castle. So, quick shot in here because this wasn't on the original list either. So we've got some, you better not have done, we've got some baby Guinnesses coming. Baby Guinnesses in the castle. And as proof, here they are. Some baby Guinnesses, and that will take us up to pub 10 being in the bag. Castle in the bag, quick baby Guinness. I don't mind a baby Guinness. Straight across into Crafty Crow. Time is just gone 1 PM and we're on stop 11. So it started at 11, it's now 1 o'clock, 2 hours, and on pub number 11 so far. That's pretty good going, isn't it? Crafty Crow up next. Decent gap with a really good cask selection of beer and other bits. Yeah, good craft, good cask. It's just a good pub. So the stuff, always good cans in the fridge and things in here as well, which I do like to see. But good cask lineup. So my next bev of the day, good for you, having a half of that. Lenton Lane, I love Lenton Lane. I love that. To pay for the drinks, yeah. Brent thinks I've just given him 20 quid. Yeah. Right, but good booze of this. Said, and decent stuff mixed in on the taps. That's a good one from Brooklyn, that. But
like, trust me, you don't want pints. What
plenty of space. Good old pub. Good place. Stop 11 in the bag. Dragon should have been next, but it's closed. Now what's on there opening? So we're gonna sub out the Dragon and sub in Katie O'Brien. So this will be stop 12. And then it's up Hertsyard to the Barrel Drop. So Katie O'Brien's stop 12. With the Dragon currently closed, yeah, we'll try and get that in later, but if we can't, we can't. So Katie O'Brien's next up. So yeah, I'll say a quick shot, maybe another baby Guinness zone. I've left them in charge, so who knows. But anyway, Katie O'Brien's new Irish bar in Nottingham, literally just off the Market Square if you don't know where it is. So just behind that bus is where the Bell is, and obviously that's the Canal-side stuff you can see there. Next door to a KFC. Decent place when we checked it out last month. So Katie O'Brien's, stop 12. Decent looking modern Irish bar. So we really enjoyed it when we came in here last month, just to check it out for the first time. Like the little snug areas and parts of it like that. They had a bit of live music on last time we were in here as well, that they play from that little stage just up there. So that was. Yeah, a little bit of live music goes on up there at it was Sunday afternoon we came out, I think, but that is Katie O'Brien's and that is stop 12. And yeah, we're going for, I assume, some baby Guinnesses. Yeah, baby Guinnesses. Right, stop 13 will be the Barrel Drop. I was desperate to get this one in because I didn't want to miss it. It's an absolute belter of a micro bar right in Nottingham City Centre. So make sure we can do Barrel Drop. Busiest one by the looks of things so far as well today. Stop 13. So what? If someone's going to do 40 and I'm on 13, 27 to go, plenty of time left yet today. We can get around this. It's down Hertsyard, which has Church of 400 Rabbits that we've done before, Kookamarra, stuff like that down at this yard. So you can come out here pretty much next door to Katie O'Brien's. You can walk up this alleyway and you can get to the Barrel Drop. It's such a good micro pub. You don't find micro pubs in big city centres very often, do you? And this is particularly one of what I always say is one of my favourite micro pubs anywhere in the country. Not just in Nottingham, but anywhere in the country. So I'm going with the Red Dog Ale, as you see there, replicate, duplicate in here. Because being a Red Dog, which is what we call Forest fans, I couldn't not really, could I? But wicked place. Absolutely love it. Pleasure to tick this off. I've stopped 13 of the day so far. The Barrel Drop. We're waiting on taxis. This is where my time is going. Right. So my time is going. We're waiting on taxis now to take us down to Sneinton to go to the King Billy. Work our way down through top bit of Sneinton into Hockley, up through Hockley, round into Lace Markets. So that is phase 2. Phase 1 complete. Phase 1 complete. 13 pubs done. Phase 1 complete. Let's get to Sneinton in this Uber, wherever it is. It's about 2 minutes away apparently. King Billy will be up next. 13 down. Am I regretting my life choices? No, not entirely. Slightly, but not entirely. I'm not entirely regretting this yet. So actually, we've done 2 extras so far as well. So I think I'm halfway to actually breaking the record of 30 anyway. So we'll crack on. We'll crack on. I'll see you at King Billy. Uber completed up to Sneinton then. So we come at this end now. From the people that know Nottingham, come at the end now from Sneinton. We're going to go through Hockley, up through Lace Market and around before it'll be another Uber. And then it'll be the other Uber into Canning Circus. So King Billy is stop 14 of the day so far. And it's this magnificent Sneinton pub, green fronted on the corner. So the arena, this is the bus station, the arena is literally just behind here. So you know exactly geographically where we are. But the King Billy is such an underrated, wonderful, wonderful Nottingham boozer. So it's up next. It's honestly one of my favourite pubs in Nottingham, just because it's right on my doorstep. But it's an old school, rustic. It's one of those type of pubs that it doesn't try and be something it's not. It does great cask. It's got a load of craft and stuff amongst the taps and things. It's a great looking pub, always with a complete random cast of characters in it. It's just a great booze. Honda, Fairy Tale of Brew York is always a favourite as well. Shiny. Just pay it. I love shiny. I love liquid light. I love black iris. I love the fact that in here they have an absolute wealth of stuff on. Little Critters. I love Little Critters as well. Little Critters are another fantastic brewery. So whatever you want drink wise, they've pretty much got you covered in the King Billy. But while we're here, I'll take you for a little wander around the rest of the stuff, around the rest of the bar and things as well, because it is a wonderful establishment. And what I do love is they celebrate customers new and old with a wall of fame, where there are some familiar faces of all sorts on there. There's an upstairs area, a little smoking yard and stuff out to the back. King Billy is an institution of Nottingham that if you've never been, so you can get, there's an upstairs, I'm not going to climb the stairs, but it's an institution of Nottingham that if you've never been, the King Billy is one of those. The King Billy is one of those that you should definitely be coming to. The King Billy, which is just there, you see the sign, the green. Bus station to this underrated gem of a beer house of Nottingham. The Partisan Tavern, thus named because of Partisan Belgrade. You know the old Yugoslavian football team? I don't know what nation they're currently in, but yeah, Partisan Tavern was named after Partisan Belgrade. And it's just an underrated little micro pub, just literally so. We're going to Fox and Grapes next, but just behind this is where the arena is. That's what part of town we're in. Partisan Tavern is an underrated gem, and if you've never been, you really should. I'm lucky, I'm blessed. I live in Sneinton. I live a 5-minute walk from this. You guys, if you've never been here, you need to get your march on and come down here, because this is one of those little micro pub beer houses that literally set the world on fire for me. The beer choice, the people here, it's just, I said Partisan Belgrade. Who knows who Partisan Belgrade are unless you're a real football mogul, especially in the 90s, real football mogul. But yeah, Partisan Belgrade, so Partisan took his name from that. But it's not about that, it's about this. It's all about this. You don't need to duck out of my way, no one needs to duck out of my way. It's all about this. So I've been sensible in here. I've gone with Shiny. I know it's 5%. But I've gone with Shinies. Shiny are wonderful. Shiny are such a wonderful little brewery. So look, a signed Partisan Belgrade shirt.
I've got the Peugeot badge.
Peugeot badge. Peugeot. I drive Peugeots. Only because I'm too lazy to research other vehicles. But you know, I do quite like my Peugeot. To be fair. Wicked little micro pub. It's literally sat down here opposite the arena. They're so friendly. It's such a great gaff, and the beer choice, whether you want cans and stuff as well. Ciders galore. Cans, you'll find it in here. It's a belter. It's an absolute belter. and you can trust me on that. I adore Partisan Tavern. I adore the people, I adore the beer choice. I adore every single thing about it. It's just such a belt. And to have that right on my doorstep in Stenton, and literally it's a 2-minute walk from Neon Raptor. Neon Raptor aren't open today, the tap room, but it's a 2-minute walk from Neon Raptor as well. So having such a wealth of stuff at the bottom of Stenton is amazing to me. But over the road from here then is Fox and Grapes. So it's a Castle Rock pub, one of Nottingham's most infamous pubs, formerly called Peggers as well, but back in the day, I think it's the late 50s, the landlord, see where the door is at the front, the landlord was stabbed to death in that doorway. Took his dog for a walk apparently, they found his body lying just there, and it's one of Nottingham's biggest unsolved murders of all time. So Fox and Grapes up next, folks. God, I love it here. Castle Rock pubs, the lineup, honestly, throughout the day, it just honestly gets better and better. So I'm with Black Iris, I'm going with Ngaru Nui, I don't know how to say it, but there are some absolute bangers on the keg front in here and stuff as well. 24k maple caramel cake, double sold out Pentrish, wonderful beers, great little boozer. Pub group of the year, Castle Rock, and I can totally see why. Little banger. Right, it's a 2-minute walk to the bottom of Hockley, the base of Hockley, and without a shadow of a doubt, Hockley's best pub, with Hockley's best landlord, and just the one that if you're coming to Hockley, you have to start here, because there is no other way of starting Hockley without coming to Bunkers Hill. So 2-minute walk of Crow, 2-minute walk away, we're starting at Bunkers. You gotta love a bit of Bunkers Hill. Yeah, honestly, the landlord here, he's a top fella. This has been going on. This has been on the way up for a long while. It was a very underrated boozer that literally only ever years ago, only ever used to get busy when the arena's got things on and when the hockey's on, stuff like that. But underrated boozer that does some wonderful craft beer, and it's just 100% well worth it. It was actually on our pub crawl total. It was number 200 of the pub crawl, and we're obviously on like 4,600 and something by now. So a long while ago we did this on the pub crawl, but glad to be back. Bunkers Hill up next. For many years, like I said, it suffered as it had the stigma of just being a hockey pub or a gig pub or something like that. Someone you knit for a quick drink before you really go drinking, but it isn't that at all. It isn't that at all. It is now. It's a great boozer in its own right, and that's mainly down to the last few landlords that I've had in here. As I said, my mate Ezra ran this for a little while. He used to run six barrels up the road that we're going in a bit. He ran this for a while, and they really pulled it from the doldrums. The lass, I think she runs the line in Baseford now. She had it for a while as well. These are the people that really have dragged this up to being not just an afterthought pub, to being an absolute belter. So, what have I got?
Lenton Lane Snapshots.
Another Lenton Lane booze. I love local. I love Lenton Lane, but have a look around it. It's a phenomenal place to watch the sport. Trust me, I mean, when I say a phenomenal place to watch the sport, you only have to look at the size screen that they've now got up there on that side to see that it is a phenomenal place to watch the sport. But not only are they a phenomenal place to watch the sport, they actually take their beer incredibly seriously. So this is what I'm in with, Lenton Lane. I love Lenton Lane anyway. Like I said, they're not only, it got over being a hockey pub or a gig pub or whatever a long time ago, and it turned the corner to being a pub that anybody, I mean, there are literally heavy 12.8% overtone cans. Volk City Cocoa Creamer, which is brilliant, 14.5% in there. Whatever you want, this is a serious contender for one of the best pubs in Nottingham. It just is. And if you've never been down to it, honestly, you should. You should get yourselves down here. Top landlord, top beer choice, top booze. The Bunkers Hill pub cap. Whoa! Let's not try and be suicidal while we're on the video. There we go. Right. Sigmund. This is Sigmund, the Bunkers Hill pub cap, and he is an absolute sweetheart. Look at him. Ah. You are a sweetheart, aren't you? Right. Whew. Hill. Sorry. Allow me to catch my breath back, because you know how good I am at climbing hills. So, woo. Great to see Bunkers now doing so well and having such a thriving beer lineup on in there, because there was a time when I feared for Bunkers' safety. I didn't think it was going to last, but walk up that hill through Hockley, and you can't possibly come into Hockley without coming here. This is a banger. LGBTQ friendly Lord Roberts. So the dog on the sign is Robert, hence the name, the Lord Roberts. He's the pub dog, and that's what he is named after. So it's right next door to Brewdog, which in Nottingham I'm not a fan of, purely because of the person that runs it. Not really my cup of tea, so I don't tend to do it. Brewdog is a chain, phenomenal, but we're not doing it on today's. We are doing the Lord Roberts. So I think it is actually stop 18 so far of the day, with 2 extras having been added in so far. So this is the Lord Roberts, named after the pub dog. This is Craig that runs it. So do you want to meet the star of the show? The star of the show is down here. This is Robert. Here he is, Robert. Here we go, Craig again. This is Robert. So this is the star of the show. This is Robert. This is why the Lord Roberts is called the Lord Robert. And what an absolute superstar this little guy is.
No, this is why he's called Robert.
Oh, that's why he's called Robert.
Yeah,
he's called
because
Robert
it was
because
always the Lord Robert.
it was always the Lord Robert. Hey, I've been drinking. I don't know what I'm talking about. This is why he's called Robert. He is officially Lord Robert. Lord Robert. And what a superstar. It's about time. They've done a mega job on their beer garden and stuff as well. I said, Craig the landlord here said they've done wonders with this place. It really wasn't the greatest pub in the world in Nottingham until a little while ago. These guys have done it. So LGBTQ friendly. Beer garden's spectacular now. They spent some serious money making this place look the absolute mutts, haven't they? It does. It looks phenomenal. The thing is, it's such a good looking pub. Anyway, it always deserves good things. It always deserves a good well. Craig is such a nice fella, and it always deserves the very, very best in life. And that is pretty much exactly now what it's got. Robert's a dude. They've got some beers on, including some cask, including some good cask. This pub deserves good things. You've got to come and see it. You really have. And you've got to say hello to Robert while you're here. It's obviously all about having a drink in every pub. What are they?
Cherry sours.
Cherry sours. I haven't had cherry sours. I haven't had cherry sours in a while, but... Right, so my second chip shop expected to be able to stop off for the day was Lace Market Fish Bar, which is right next to the Angel, because they're never closed. And they're not open on Christmas Eve either. So I'm going to have to find somewhere else for a bit of scran to do me a service at some point. However, right, so next pub stop then, and I think, if I'm right, this makes 19 for the day. I'm probably not right, but I think it makes 19. It's the Angel microbrewery up here in the Lace Market. It's not in the Lace Market, it's basically Hockley. But here's the Angel. So here we get Angel microbrewery. Whatever number it is, it's the next stop. So it's the former Old Angel Inn, it's now the Angel microbrewery, so they brew their own stuff. So obviously, I've gone for their own stuff. I've gone for Genesis, which is their own citrus pale. It's actually a very, very good. So Craig's gone for that very similar theirs as well. But look around. So if you want something else as well, keg-wise, a good one up there, sat on the kegs. Ciders, all sorts of decent tipples, decent things galore. But it always was. This used to be a massive rock pub. It's not so much a rock pub anymore as a pub. Craft beer, cask ale, brewing style pub these days. But for a very good reason. Always a good outdoor space. They have stuff on here as well. All the brewing, all the magic takes place in the back room up there, as you can see. And the back room behind me, soda brewing, takes place up on that side. Used to be a bit of a waste of space. It was a pool room, but nothing else went on. So now the kitchen and everything else going on from the back side of it. That's the Angel. 2-minute walk up from the Angel. 6 barrels Hockley, built. The Empire built by Ezra, who honestly made this probably the most desirable, the best pub in Nottingham, without a shadow of a doubt. Pub people own this. It's an absolute banger of pub. When Ezra left, it went massively downhill. They put a terrible manager in here, and he ran it into the ground. However, now the people who run the other 6 barrels have taken this over, and it's most definitely back on the rise. So this is what you would call 6 Barrel Drafthouse Hockley. Pretty sure this brings up 19 for the day so far. Let's get in and get a shifty on. I've always loved 6 barrels as a boozer. Nice to see it thriving. Coming up for like 4:30 on Christmas Eve. And this is why it thrives. Because there is a wealth of decent booze and stuff on in such a fantastic pub. Yeah, Ezra created this haven for great beer, and it has now, after a terrible period, continued to thrive. So long may that continue. Left Craig in charge, so he's ordered me another Black Irish one, another Arthur Snake Eyes. I don't mind, because Black Irish are amazing. Nightfall's coming. But I don't think I'm doing too badly, so I think this is 20. I might be wrong. Just counting definitely now at this time. Not my strongest point, so it wasn't on my original list, but a few people said, like, oh, like, did you put Hit and Pendulum in your last Nottingham video? No, I didn't, because, right, let me talk about Pit and Pendulum, right? So Pit and Pendulum used to be one of my go-to pubs. It used to be one of my favourite pubs. It was a proper goth/rock bar, and it's got an amazing layout and amazing stuff. So I will show you around when we're in there. Yeah, Pit and Pendulum wasn't on my original list. So someone said, "Oh, can you do Pit and Pendulum?" So let's do Pit and Pendulum next. It's now a Stonegate pub, but it does still have that gothy death metal rock kind of feel to it. So Pit and Pendulum is up next. Lovely, so it's still got that goth death metal feel. So, right, quick shot in here. So it's Tequila Rose in here, lads. Still doing them, yeah, right. And I will show you around in a second. Right, I'm gonna have to walk you through it, because if you've never been, you should see it. So, gothic, but the bit that always, right, don't say I never go downstairs for you. So the beer line up in here is not what the Pit and Pendulum is all about. But don't say I don't do anything for you, because yeah, look at some of the stuff that happens or is up on the walls in the Pit and Pendulum. Make you want to come down here anyway, because of just the aesthetics, the look, and everything else. But if you've never been and you're planning on coming to the Pit and Pendulum for something maybe that's got some chains, or some cages, or some old kind of, I don't even know what to describe those as, bondage type things, but don't say I don't do you guys a favour. You've never been to Pit and Pendulum, and you ever come here and you go, I couldn't find the toilets, you will find the toilets literally hidden behind the bookcase. There you go. Don't say I don't do things for you, because I do. Pit's Pit, isn't it? I don't object to doing Pit. I'm glad that we included it. I'm glad that some of you have never been and have seen it, but these days it's not, beer-wise, it's not necessarily my cup of tea. Music-wise, it's not what it used to be. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't go, because you should. You definitely should. It's a Stonegate pub. It's worth the experience. But wander down now into Lace Market, and hidden, tucked away down an alleyway on the side of the Ibis, and it's this alleyway in front of me, are two of Nottingham's best kept secrets. Unless you live in Nottingham or you go out drinking all the time like me and you know where they are. So, you know, there are just literally people stood at bus stops just laughing at me. So you're just laughing at me, aren't you? Because I am, yeah.
I'm learning something, it's great.
She's learning something. At least I can teach somebody something, you know. It's about time my YouTube channel taught somebody something. So I appreciate the fact that I've taught you something, thank you. But it is literally here on the side of the Ibis, two of Nottingham's most hidden gems. It's called the Herbert Kilpin and the Junkyard. If you like craft beer or anything like that, you will definitely love it down here. So let's take a stroll down memory lane, as some people would call it, or as I call it, just a place to good beer. And we will reach the Junkyard. Herbert Kilpin next door. Junkyard, Herbert Kilpin, Junkyard. So Junkyard up next. There's nothing not to love about Junkyard. If you're a beer enthusiast, if you like craft beer, and you then there's nothing about Junkyard you won't enjoy. Honestly, it's one of the best craft beer houses in the whole of Nottingham. It looks bellwin. It's an absolute stalwart of the craft beer drinking scene within Nottingham. He's just got some absolute bangers. No matter what it is, you enjoy drinking. You know what? You will. Trust me, you will find something that you absolutely love in here. This is one of the ones that cares the most about what they offer, what they do in the whole of Nottingham City Centre. And it's an absolute wealth of different stuff to drink in here. I have gone with the Pomona Ride in the fact that it was only a 4% pale ale. Dave Rowe, Craft Beer Basic on YouTube. Follow the Craft Beer Basic because honestly he knows what he's talking about. He's a bit of a you know what, but he knows what he's talking about and he's worth following. He's worth following, trust me. Knows his stuff. Great little place. So the sister pub to Junkyard is the Kilpin. Herbert Kilpin Beer Cafe, or Kilpin Beer Cafe these days. Its official name, but it's literally sister pub. They're joined on, and again, wealth of beer, great looking boozer. You've got to come down this little yard and find these. So the Kilpin Beer Cafe, formerly known as the Herbert Kilpin, is literally Junkyard, Herbert Kilpin, Junkyard, Kilpin Beer Cafe. Up next. Obviously with you guys, there's no judgment here, is there? Because to make sure I can get through this, Malibu and Diet Coke. Don't judge me, honestly, I like a Malibu. I like coconut flavoured things anyway, so I like a pina colada, as you know. So I like coconut flavoured things, but this, it would have been, honestly, it would have been a crime to not get into the Kilpin, and we've made just before their shut time of 5 o'clock. If you get, I mean, look, how many places have a delirium pump on tap? Let me tell you, not many, and more places should. So there's my Malibu and Diet Coke. So not many places have a delirium pump on tap, and as far as I'm concerned, everywhere should. I mean, not if you want to have a long day, maybe, but if you want to have a decent Belgian beer, they are one of the best. They really are. Delirium Brewery are. That Delirium Red is one of my absolute favourites, but this is, the Herbert Kilpin. So it is, I think we've just counted, it's 22 so far. Would have been 20 on the original list, but it's actually 22. So let's crack this Malibu and Diet Coke. Coconutty. At a beer cafe, walking down through. This is what we call the Lace Market area. Literally, so we've come out of. We see where the Ibis sign is. Cross Keys is my next port of call. Absolutely love this boozer. Obviously a Yo Sushi and a big car park. But obviously Yo Sushi, they get a bad rap, don't they? But they're not actually that bad. Right, Cross Keys, next port of call. Another baby Guinness. Another baby Guinness. However, right, we're all doing it. Gotta love Cross Keys. It used to be part of the group that did South Bank, but I'm pretty sure they're not anymore. But whether you want cask or keg or whatever, pretty much got you covered in it. And it's such a decent pub. And again, it's another one that doesn't get shouted about a lot in Nottingham. And it really deserves too. So, as you can see, Castle Rocks, Snow White, Irish Pale, Vale, Black Beauty. We had a baby Guinness. We had a baby Guinness in it. But it is actually a pretty extensively looking, beautiful old boozer, isn't it? So we're at about 5:30 near enough on Christmas Eve, and it isn't as busy as I thought it might be. We're getting served quick. We just had a baby Guinness in it. We're getting served fast enough. We're making the night count. We're making it matter. But it's a decent pub, isn't it? It's a decent pub, and it's always nice to run into old friends.
Yes, man.
It's always nice to run into old brothers on the route out. So right, we're 20 something down. Let us move on. Right, one down because next stop would have been the tap house. Not open. So I tried. I came. I saw. So it literally is just down from Cross Keys is here. Tap House would have been next, but it is closed. So we can head back up here, which is not far to walk, trust me. Nothing around this part of the city centre will take you very far. But yeah, honestly, I'm a bit sad, but the Tap House is one of those that you can serve your own beers and stuff in. So we could go in all bar one. I mean, we're not going to, but we could go in all bar one. But you can see on the bit area past the tram. Whew. Let's walk our way in. Yeah, I'm kind of gutted the Tap House now. It's actually a decent little place. I would like to show the Tap House. I hope that they're all right. Don't understand why you wouldn't be open on Christmas Eve. I really don't. So we're gonna wander over here. We're gonna hope that that swear word did not pick up on my YouTube video. So yeah, so right, Blind Rabbit then up next. Blind Rabbit is this massively beautiful building here. Great boozer, great folks. Blind Rabbit will be up next. I like it. So good beer choices going on. So a little bit of everything for people in Billy Bootleggers. Nice looking gaff, like an American dive bar style vibe. Cool looking gaff, isn't it? Cool vibe. But yeah, some of the Camdens, midway from Goose Island. That's actually a really good session IPA. That is. Gotta be happy with stuff like that. But Corona, Coors, Guinness, other bits. Plenty of stuff going on, and Vicky Hallam sat at a bar like she would always be. So, you know, it is life in a nutshell in the Blind Rabbit. What was that with Dinner Rose for me? Honestly, it's a good booster. On we go. Come out, Blind Rabbit, walk around the corner, and it literally is just around the corner. Like, literally just around the corner. It's a 10-second walk. So it's another dive bar style gaff. This is Billy Bootleggers. So it once called itself Percy Picklebaggers because they got in trouble for calling themselves Billy Bootleggers, but then they went back to being called Billy Bootleggers. I don't know. I don't get involved in this, but on the on one of Nottingham's oldest streets with some absolute history up this street, some great boosts up this. Billy Bootleggers is our next port of call, and we're all lucky at this precise moment because my wife has decided to show her face. Here she is, looking sparkly like Christmas. So Billy Bootleggers and my wife. So it's her round now automatically. So Billy Bootleggers up next. We've got here early. It's not packed. Normally this place is absolutely packed now. I couldn't show you around here if I wanted to. Well, today I'll show you around. They have live music and stuff on upstairs, but they have live music on down here. And it's a pretty spiffing looking gaff for the best of times there. So some good stuff on. Tiny Rebel Cali Pal I like. We're going with Baby Guinness again here because I am an hour behind my schedule at the moment. But let's not rest on our laurels. Let's try and catch up. So Moonshine Collection, end all Moonshine Collections. And a proper, this is what, when someone says to you American dive bar, you tell me a different way of describing an American dive bar than Billy Bootleggers. So they often have like emo nights on and stuff upstairs, which you've been to, which are great. But yeah, this is Billy Bootleggers for the masses. Gotta like it. Meet good people when you go around on day. So this is Kean.
Hello.
So Kean is a journalist.
I am.
Tell them about yourself.
So I am on a podcast called The Fourth Down Focus. If you can go and follow that, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Fourth Down Focus. I mean, I'm going to follow it purely because Kean's a nice guy. But however, he did just buy me a shot of moonshine as well. So, but let's have a moonshine whiskey. It's definitely what I need all on this day. So I'm actually kind of glad that we bumped Picture and Piano off the original list because yeah, actually it isn't even open. So it's 6 o'clock on Christmas Eve and Picture and Piano, look how beautiful that is. So that is a bar, honestly that is actually a bar in Nottingham, but it's actually closed. Well, thank the Lord. I know I'm still in the churchyard and you get it, don't you? Thank the Lord, we bumped that off. Right, so with Picture and Piano shut, obviously we're up the same road. Cock and Hoop up next. Absolutely love this boozer. What a beautiful, so part of the big hotel on the thing opposite the Galleries of Justice, which is what you can see behind you here in Nottingham. Honestly, I'm not even counting, I'm not even trying to tell you what number we're on. I'm just following that list. We're adding in what we can. We're missing out what's not open. But Cock and Hoop then brings up the next port of call for the night. As I said, Holly's here. Craig's in here somewhere. Craig works here, so we'll find Craig in a minute, I'm sure. Cock and Hoop is always like a decent looking gaff. So they normally have a load of casks on butts. Decent bits on there. I've got one at Social Club Nitro Stout in here. So some wicked cans from Harbour, Raptor, Brew York. Yeah, some good stuff available normally. Whew. Right, just round the corner, Cock and Hoop. Another Castle Rock pub. Kean's Head. I absolutely love this boozer. Honestly, I love this boozer. It's such a good place, but it is again tucked away. Actually here by the church bells, yeah, tucked away. Up here on the back of things you wouldn't know how to find if I wasn't showing you stuff. Yeah, I can tell I've done 22, 23 pubs so far, to be honest. I can definitely tell they're at that level. So Kean's Head up next. But yeah, another Castle Rock pub for the day, but like I said, I absolutely love, honestly do, I love Castle Rock boozers, historic one, some really, really good beers on offer, always throughout, so Kean's Head's up next. Another Castle Rock pub, obviously, that's got such an absolutely belting selection of cask ales and everything else. Honestly, you can't go wrong in it. It's got so much going on for it. I need to grab some food from somewhere else again. As you can probably tell, we are slightly feeling it now. I think we're at 23 or 24. We're at 23 or 24. Right, Uber next up to Canning Circus. Work our way down from Canning Circus, which will be fun. Loads of great pubs up there. Back on the way into the city centre from there. So yeah, there's definitely a McDonald's somewhere at some point as well. So we'll see.
Stranger.
Excellent choices. And we've only gone and found a Scottish man on our way out, so we'll talk to that. We'll talk to this Scottish gentleman in 2 seconds. But yeah, he's a legend. But yeah, a wicked pub. Stop. I don't know, maybe 23, 24, maybe 25 on the way down. But as you can see, like even some Lost Cause, Foxy and stuff up on, and the Neon and Emperor's Brewery up on there. So Uber. Right, I'm 2.5 hours behind the estimated times, but I'm still reasonably confident of getting through it. So it's we're up at Canning Circus. It's the Organ Grinder next. Blue Monkey Boozer, great to be it. However, I feel that now it might be a case of, right, there's shots for the next 3, 4, maybe 5, while we try and make some time back on ourselves. Right, so yeah, Tequila Rose in here. However, it's one of those pubs that I really wish that I had the time to stand have a beer in, because I really do like these Organ Grinders. Blue Monkey Brewery are an absolutely amazing brewery. All of their pubs are called the Organ Grinder. They're all wicked. They're all cool. So it's a Tequila Rose in here. Yeah, right. I've ordered them. They're here. Yeah. So yeah, we're in. Right. We'll move on. We've got loads of to get through. I'm feeling it. I'm definitely feeling it. Right. 2 doors down from the Organ Grinder is the good fellow George. This here, right in front of me, is the run back down to the city centre. So, good fellow George. This once a bank, also once a fancy dress shop. So you see the Organ Grinder up there. Good fellow George is the next stop there. Yeah, former bank building. You can tell when things were a former bank building, I think. So good fellow George up next. Even looks like an old bank inside. It's a beautiful pub. Absolutely beautiful pub. They've done really well to bring this out of like the fancy dress shop bank style place to make it into a pub. So there are some real ales on. They're all from Purity, which I find a little bit weird around here, because I see them around the country, but I find it a little bit weird for Nottingham. They're all from Purity, so I wonder if Purity have bought the building. But it is, yeah, it's a glorious looking building. So yeah, three handfuls, all from Purity, but yeah, some stuff. So Neon Raptor, Hawks and stuff, Jeremy Clarkson. This is haunting me. So that's Emperor's Brewery and Neon Raptor's Absolute Destroyer. I've got a can of in my fridge at home that I've not yet tried, but a gorgeous looking gaff. That definitely deserves to be on your pub route of places not to miss. Baby Guinness then, ladies and gentlemen, cheers. Right, just over from the Goodfellow George. Honestly, I absolutely love it in there. I'm definitely going to come down and see them because it's something you imagine from the last time we went. Great gaff. Going to definitely come back and do a proper video of that. Oh, so right. So I literally just shouted at the lads going the Falcon, but the Falcon's not open. So it wasn't on my original list anyway. We were going to go in the Falcon and do the Falcon. I don't even know what that is, but we were going to go in the Falcon. So we can't go in the Falcon, which leads me to what was next on the list anyway. This is Sir John Borlase Warren. This is an absolute beauty of the highest order, an absolute belter of a boozer. So yeah, Falcon, we would honestly, I just shouted to the lads, right, go in the Falcon, it's open, but it's not. So John Borlase Warren is up next. And you just seen where we walked from, so it's like 30 seconds. Again, as we go through, I keep forgetting, right, so Lincoln Green Brewery have this pub, which is why it's such a belter, because they are, again, one of Nottingham's best breweries, without a shadow of a doubt. So let's take you on a little tour of the Sir John Borlase Warren. Where you can just, honestly, it's such a belter. This is one of the few Nottingham pubs as well. I mean, it's dog friendly, obviously. Look at that sweetheart's face. Hello. Look at that sweetheart's face. But it's one of the few pubs that's got an upstairs beer garden as well. So a wealth of wonderful things to drink, wonderful things to find. Again, we are so far behind the time that it's going to have to be a shot in here. But you can't go wrong. Honestly, you can't go wrong with a Lincoln Green pub. You can't go wrong. And look at these beautiful faces. Look at these. Margot. Hi, Margot. Look at these absolutely beautiful faces. It's a great pub. Lincoln Green are well worth checking out if you don't know them already. Great boozer. Here, Rose. Right, next up was Miss Rolling In. Hey, what's going on, man? Ria? Oh, we're closed. I don't even... Right, maybe, right, we're going to perhaps go back up here. Right, we're going to have to walk back up here, all right, we're going to have to substitute this for Hand and Heart. We have to go back up here. Right, back up here. Right, we have to walk back up the hill and substitute Miss Rolling In with Hand and Heart. Also, absolutely forgot that Whistle and Flute was on the original list, so that's also closed. Right, Hand and Heart, Raglan Road, Irish bar. So, 2 out, 2 in. We don't rest on our laurels. We don't allow stuff to detract from our night out. So, next up is going to be Hand and Heart. I mean, it looks banging. It always does. Again, it's another one that's built inside the cave. So, yeah, you won't find anything aesthetically not to love about Hand and Heart. I'm geared up for a bit of Christmas Eve. That is, but yeah, look at the cave structure and stuff in here. Well, you're not gonna find, honestly, you're not gonna find a better place to come and have a Sunday roast or a chill out than having one down here. We've had a Sunday roast in here years ago, like when they were buddy. But the chef is back, and it's now the place in Nottingham to come for a Sunday roast dinner. And what better place to sit up on than sat within the ambience of the cave structure of Nottingham. So that is Hand and Heart. We're trying to make the time back. Oh, we're trying to make the time back. So the blueberry sours sell out. Directly next door, right, this is one of Nottingham's most authentic Irish bars, to be fair to. It's literally right next door to the Canal-side. It's called Raglan Road. When Nottingham Forest got promoted to the Premier League, this is the bar where all the footballers and everything else came. So whenever celebrities come to Nottingham, this seems to be the hangout, the celebrity hangout of Nottingham. Just far enough outside the city centre, you're not going to get revellers, but just close enough that you don't have to go too far. And here's, yeah, Raglan Road Irish bar. Raglan Road Irish bar. I am not counting anymore. I know we're up near the 30 mark. But yeah, the fact that Whistle and Flew and Miss Rolling In are not open, that were on my list, makes me sad. Really does make me sad on Christmas Eve. But we've substituted those two out, so Hand and Heart, Raglan Road in. I like it. Yeah, proper decent Irish bar. The one thing less than down, Forged on the bar. Hopefully going to take that out. So yeah, apparently they're trying to say Conor McGregor reason they won't have to do with Forged anymore. I mean, he has. We all know he has. So get that out. So no one wants a Conor McGregor product on their bar. Great looking bar though. Again, built into the caves. Can watch all the sport in here. So this is the one where the celebs, Forest players, stuff like that, come to celebrate. Because this is a bit. So if you go up there into the abyss, but this is the part of the caves where there are again little seating areas, little bits dug out into the side of the caves. Can't go wrong with a pub like this, can you? I absolutely love the pubs built into the caves. Right, the biggest problem I'm having with hitting this 40 is closures. Stuff's not open. So thank God we added a couple of extras in earlier to make sure we could hit the target. We need this to be open. This is Tap and Tumbler. This is Nottingham's Premier Roll. Nottingham's #1 rock music establishment is a Green King pub. It is a Green King pub. But they do have some absolutely epic beers on in here. It's run by a great guy. It's a great boozer. So it is, I think, 35 or 36 so far. But I also think we've probably now missed Foreman's, which is a bit of a shame. So we'll hit 40. We will definitely hit 40. Talk to me about rock pubs, and I will always list you the Tap and Tumbler as being one of the best rock pubs in the country. Honestly, it is. Like, they have live music, like literally down here where I am now. So currently where the pool table is, but they literally live music every single weekend without a shadow of a doubt. There are nods to rock legends and gods all over the place. When they're busy, rock DJs playing in there. And in all honesty, the beer lineup isn't actually bad because they literally change. So guest ales a bit like that. So I'm going with Midnight Max in here, but it's the Tap. It's known, it's affectionately named Nottingham as the Tap, and it is one of those boozers you just have to come to. Right, I counted. I think that was 33 with Tap. So with the stuff that's already shut, right, I'm struggling, but I'm going to we're carrying on. So it's already a record. 30 was the record. We're now 33. Right, Lillie Langtrys, which was next on the list from Tap anyway, that is open. So Lillie Langtrys, yeah, beautiful boozer. This absolutely beautiful boozer. Established 1761, and it just is. This is again, this is a very underrated Nottingham pub. This is. They have good cask. Good keg, good stuff going on. A little bit of live music sometimes. So yeah, Lillie Langtrys. This I make it 34, but who knows what my actual countability is like at this time of night. It's not even late. Honestly, it's not even late. It's like 7 o'clock. It's actually 9 o'clock. But it's 9 o'clock. 9 PM Christmas Eve. Stop 34 Lillie Langtrys. Always like Lily's because there is always a way to stop on. So we've got February Merry Christmas IPA in here. Why not? Why not go with something Christmas themed? Good keg lineup as well. It's always said they sometimes have that little bit of live music. Sometimes have in this little space a bit of live music. It literally is packed then all the way up to here, because it's one of those fantastic boozers that again is overlooked by tourists or people that don't know it's here, because they don't realise how good of a pub this is. So someone shattering glass going. For once it wasn't me, so let's be thankful for that. But yeah, a decent beer lineup. I've got some Merry Christmas IPA. We're 2 and a bit hours away from Christmas Day, so why not? It's directly next door to the Langtrys. It's still open on 34. So we need to make sure that we don't walk past anything now that's still open. To make sure we hit this 40, we've got to hit this 40 no matter what. So it's Hot Merchant right next door to the Langtrys. So Lily's right, but Hot Merchant is honestly, it's a little bit of. Oh come on, they'll let us have a shot. Come on, right, we're going to go in. Right, this is a little bit of Nottingham folklore, and so this little bit of Nottingham folklore used to be the Turf Tavern, but we're going to see if we can get a shot. Yeah, of course we're right, so we can tick it off. Right, 3 tequila roses, 4 tequila roses. Yeah. 4 tequila roses. Said this. So this was for years and years and years. This was a stalwart of the pub that you went to after Roxy or whatever. It was the Turf Tavern, but honestly, it's a lot better than it was now than when it was the Turf Tavern. Trust me, because when it was the Turf Tavern, it had a little bit of a reputation of being quite rough. Now, it's actually a really nice pub. So this is where I've gone. It's been.
I've had a chance to see you properly, and I know it's been about a year now. But congratulations on your engagement.
Thank you. Marriage. We've been married for over a year now. We've been married for over a year now. Yeah, married for over a year now. Oh, bless her. She remembered that we got engaged. So yeah, that's how long it's probably been since I've been in here. But that is. I like it. Yes, boys. Yes, boys. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody. Right. So we're in. So yeah, never send the boys to a man's job, because the man comes in and we've got the man is a gobby. Do not swear on YouTube, right? The man is a gobby anyway. But we're in. So that is Hot Merchant. Do come in. Honestly, a million times better than it was. Hot Merchant done. Walk down the slope, directly down the slope, back into the square where the market square is. So Katie O'Brien's that we did earlier, just there, and now. For us, it is one of, again, debatable as to whether this is the oldest pub in Nottingham, debatable or it's not. It's the Bell. So we're definitely two hours late from what I estimated we would be here, but we're here. The Bell, round the corner, up and done. Whew, so this is 35. It's been a long day already, but I love this pub. Like, literally love this pub. So is the Bell. Is this the oldest? Is the Salutation the oldest? Is the Trip the oldest? In all honesty, none of us know. None of us know the answer. They have all been here forever. They're all Nottingham folklore. They're all belting pubs, to be fair. All 3 of them are absolutely phenomenal pubs and should be visited on every visit to Nottingham. And every pub call out here, no matter what you do. So the Bell Inn, I will try and show you the layout again here. The layout is absolutely amazing. I'm sure we've got it in videos before, but it's just an amazing boozer. Honestly, right, if we come through, so I've shown it before, but there are bars on either side of this old coaching inn. Right, come through the front door, you'll see. So yeah, 1437. You will see this old coaching inn. So that is a separate bar. It's normally literally open on any time you're coming. On the other side. Another. Absolutely. I'm wandering through, brother. Don't you worry about me. I'm literally wandering through. So this is on the left-hand side of the old coaching inside. Before you get to what is the main bar with. After you, sir. Before you get into the main bar back, where this well here is. Something else. Honestly, this is so impressive. This gives you the thing. So a 13th century well shaft leading down there. You can see literally this is on the bar. Up on the top as well, they've got a name of every single landlord that has ever run this place over the years, which I find pretty incredible. It is a Green King, but we don't hold that against them, because these are the Green Kings that do well, because they have guest ales and other stuff on. I think that is all Green King should do. That have some guest ales on, have some other stuff, and just look like this. What a boozer this really is. Right, walking up St James's Street because literally, so I'm not confident on the South Bank still being open. We'll rock down there in a minute. However, Wetherspoons, the Roebuck. So this will be 37. So the two Neds 38, 39, the Sal 40. So I'm trying to make sure that we get it. So the Roebuck on St James's Street, Wetherspoons, 37. And it is, you know what? Honestly, this is definitely my favourite spoons in Nottingham. But as far as spoons go, like this is honestly, it's one of the best ones. It's one of the best ones. Right back in 37. So honestly, this is definitely the best Wetherspoons within Nottingham City Centre and stuff. There's actually a really good, if you walk through and go upstairs from here, there's actually a decent like overlooking bit. Like see the balcony and stuff that looks over this. So yeah, carpet. It's not all that, it's probably seen better days, but there are some good guest ales. Craig wants to get himself a Dukery's Red Nose. So this is the we're going with the shop menu, right? So right, any two for that's only three for £5.90, only four for £6.15. Right, so let's go with. Oh no, we think so. Right.
Can we read at this point?
Well, let's just get Do you want just get some shots? You know, just get some shots. Right. So yeah, some good guest ales there. Right. Whew. That is the Roebuck of the spoons. I'm praying that the rest of them are open so we can get through it, but yeah, I know. But Fusion Sports Bar, so I'm going to nip in here on my own and get this one done. This will take me to 38. The two Neds and the Sal will take me over to 40, we hope. So it is, yeah, so the Roebuck literally is there. The Roebuck's there. Fusion Sports Bar, stop 38 of 40 at least. Right, Fusion, 100% more of a nightclub, late night venue, late night gap than a bar. It takes me on to 38, so let's 38 done. Tequila Rosé again. Honestly, as far as like late night venues go, it's actually pretty cool. It's got like Stella, it's got stuff on. As far as like you can watch all the sport and stuff in here, so all the TVs and stuff as well. It's alright, man. So again, on my original list was South Bank Bar, all in darkness, all shut. It must be the Carling side, but yeah, South Bank's all in darkness. So, yeah, Beer Keller would have been a substitute we could have stuck in the hope that that would have been open and we could have got it, but that is shut as well. Right, Ned Ludd on the corner, we know. Right, I'm on 38. Ned Ludd, Ned's Cavern, which is on the other side of South Bank, which we can come back to, and the Salutation should take me to 41. If, and this is a big if my counting has been correct. So, Ned Ludd, Ned's Cavern, Sal should get me to 41. So we're going to go, let's go and do the Sal. Let's go into the Sal, and we will come back. We'll come back, and it should be Ned Ludd, Ned's Cavern should get me theoretically to 41. Theoretically to 41. Quick one of the Sal. And we're coming back to, literally, this is my favourite pub in Nottingham. It's just about to shut down. It's so sad. Honestly, it upsets me. So, right, walk down this road. We'll be at the Sal. So this Sal should be what then? 39. Fusion was 38, I believe. So walk down this road to the Sal. 39. I'll see you there. Right, at the Sal. So I think 39. I think 39. I love the Sal. Again, one of the Nottingham's premier establishment, and the other one of the Bell and the Trip that's got that slight shout on. Is it the old? Is it not the old? Established 1240. This one says. So if you talk about years that they say they were established, that's the middle one of them, isn't it? But it may very well be the oldest. If you go in the caves underneath, which you really should, they do a ghost walk and stuff. They let you in the caves. So it's such an amazing place to go. So the Salutation and I think 39. But it is, isn't it? It's just... So again, yeah, that's Maid Marian Way, where I was many hours ago before coming down here. So, salutation, established 12:40 something. Oh. Either way, even if we weren't to have done this 40 today, I've had a belting day. Nottingham's such an amazing day out. Right, 39 the bag. Ticks on 39, ticks on my favourite here, Mikey. Greet the people, right. Right, so one of Nottingham's premier rock pubs. It's one of the great first. So 39 in the bag. I'm going there, that's it. Didn't we beat you? Yeah, we did, yeah. Forest beat Liverpool. You'll always find good beverage. You'll always find a great... It's a great pub. It's a great pub. Right, get me to number 4. I'm praying. I'm absolutely praying that my maths is good. I think it is. So I'm praying that my maths is good. So we've got the two Neds now. So Ned Ludd, honestly, my favourite pub in Nottingham is closing down in a few weeks as well. So this will be gone. The landlord has sold the building. Shouldn't have been allowed to. This is such a great pub. Such a great pub, but they have opened one just over the road on the underside of the South Bank. So you literally go in the entrance on the right hand side of the South Bank and you'll find Ned's Cavern, which will be the final stop of the day. So I think this is 40, even though as I said, we've had to change the original list so many times, dive into other stuff, substitute stuff in, substitute out, because just literally I'm amazed by some of the stuff that is closed in Nottingham tonight, but this should be 40. So it is the Ned Ludd. Obviously we've had the wind, but the Ned Ludd is, as far as I'm aware, 40. So, I mean, I surpassed my record earlier than I at 30, because that was the record. So Ned Ludd should be 40, and hopefully we're going to go over the road to Ned's Cavern, which will be 41. So, oh, yeah, I'm shattered, but I hope you've had a good look around Nottingham and some of the awesome places we've got. Let's get in, let's do the Ned Ludd, and we'll talk in a minute, won't we? I love this pub, and I'm genuinely sad that it's closing. But however, we'll go over Ned's Cavern in a minute. We'll show you Ned's Cavern, which is obviously the second one they've opened, preempting when it shuts. So as far as I know, it's number 40. I apologise for being inebriated, drunk or whatever, because I mean I know you lot don't actually see me this drunk that often, but I am, yeah, and it's been a long day. It's been a good day though, because I said it was doable, and if places that I walked past I wanted to nip in had been open, I reckon I could have done more. So I know I've had a few shots. I'm having a half a mean time here. I know I had a few shots to try and pick the time back up, but it is, honestly, it's just a good boozer. It really is, and it doesn't deserve to have been sold by the landlord or be closing. So thank the Lord they've got one over the road called Ned's Cavern that we can go and do, which will be, hopefully, if my count is right, 41. Meantime, final bit, Ned Ludd. Let's go over Ned's Cavern. That should be 41. Before we went over, Metal's right. We're having another shot. So, cheers, bro. Good to meet you, mate. And just had the news that this actually is going to stay up until at least September. Bang on, because this, honestly, this should stay open forever. It's one of the best pubs in Nottingham. So, again, let's hope and pray. Let's all pray for Dale and say, can Dale count to 40? Anyone who's watched my videos knows that Dale can't count to 40. Dale can't normally count to 10. But Dale has sat and talks about himself in the third person, so feel free to hate me for that. But right, however, I have sat meticulously. I've counted the photos, I've counted the drinks, the writing, the write-up bit I've done where I've had the drinks in the pubs. As far as I'm aware, that was 40. So 41 will be the other from the Ned Ludds. The other thing they own is Ned's Cavern, but the news that the Ned Lad is now going to be open until at least September honestly warms my heart. It warms my heart massively because it's such a good pub, and the people that run it, Adam and Amanda, they are such people that own it. They're such good people, and they just literally deserve the best things in life. They do, because they built something and then it got threatened by the council or the landlord selling it, and they then went, you know what, right, we're not giving up in the town, so we're going to open this over the road, Ned's Cavern. And now to hear that might still be here till September as well, absolutely bang, absolutely belting for me. Pleased to hear it. I'm going to stop rambling. We're going to go in, we're going to do Ned's Cavern. So it is literally next door to the South Bank. That, again, the South Bank was on my list. I'm actually a little bit annoyed with them because I know Owen, the guys that run this, they would have seen my list. I'm sure they would have seen my list earlier. And no, and they could have messaged us, said, well, actually, mate, we're going to shut at this time, we're going to shut at this time, don't come. So had we not done the robot to Wetherspoons earlier, yeah, I would have been so upset if I hadn't made to 40. So I said, you know the South Bank, right? Ned Lad is literally there on the left, but it is Ned's Cavern. So I think it's 41. I think I've done 41. Let's get inside, let's get a beer in here, let's tick it off. And honestly, Merry Christmas everybody, thanks for watching. Like, honestly, I do. We'll get downstairs, we'll do Ned's Cavern, and we'll see if it really was 41. So look at the wheel, like it's like being in London and seeing the London Eye in it, but a little bit less impressive. Like, obviously, sorry, like Midlands folk, but yeah, I mean, I'm a Londoner, and I say, you know, a little bit less impressive than the London Eye in it. Let's walk in together. Let's just show you Ned's Cavern. I come down that big road, down that big corridor on the side of the South Bank, and we were coming here. So literally, if you want to sit in the garden, you can watch the sport. You can watch Tyson Fury again not win his second fight against Usyk. And we're coming here. So it is, and when I say to you, it is literally underneath the South Bank bar. It is literally beneath the South Bank bar. But these guys, they're awesome. They really are. So but late all the time. This is Nottingham's new premier late night venue. Trust me, it is. It's the one that you should always probably finish your night up in, if I was. And there we go. And there we are. So that is. I hope it's 41. So, alright. And here's my wife, mega happy with me. I've counted, I've recounted, I've put everything out on the table to say, have we done right? So these were missed, but these were added. We're done it. I'm confident in saying it's been 41. It's a new record, I'm happy. Honestly, any of you that are still with us, buddy, anybody, thanks so much for watching, because I don't understand why anybody's still or anyone watching my videos anyway, but I really appreciate it. So Merry Christmas to you all. That was Christmas Eve. That was the you read set. So that was Christmas Eve. That was the biggest pub crawl ever attempted, and that was the biggest pub crawl ever attempted with an alcoholic beverage and everything. 41. I'm confident that we've done it. Confident that I've done it. I love you. Right, we'll see you Friday in Stockholm. Have a great Christmas, guys. Honestly, like, if you're watching this on Christmas Day as well, even better, Merry Christmas.